Good evening, everybody. New tonight, what was once a thing of childhood dreams and sci-fi movies can now be yours for a price. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Cork. For the very first time, South Floridians are plopping down big bucks, all for the chance to fly into space for a bit of a, let's call it a spacecation. Here's what's happening. Representatives for Galactic, for Virgin Galactic, that's the company that's selling these tickets to potential space tourists, meeting tonight with hundreds of people in downtown Miami, all willing to plop down the big money for a chance to fly into space. NBC Miami's Jeff Burnside tonight with more on what is a really interesting story. Hey, Jeff.
Good evening, Kevin. If you have $200,000, there is now a local space travel agency with whom you can put down the refundable $20,000 deposit and be among the first private citizens to fly into space in this new venture. They insist it'll happen within 2 to 3 years, perhaps after test flights. But is that enough for South Florida to buy tickets? This is how your $200,000 adventure of a lifetime starts. The space capsule races out of the atmosphere and into space. Space tourists can then unbuckle and float and look outside at planet Earth for only a few minutes. But oh, what a few minutes.
And you all in this room got to tell me it is probably the coolest thing you'll ever do.
A packed Miami ballroom full of people wanted to hear more. Most were only curious.
Istanbul was doable, but I would definitely not want to be one of the first ones.
But the guy on stage making the pitch is David Mendel. He owns Forest Travel and has the South Florida contract to sell tickets. He's plopped down the $20,000 down payment for himself.
I'm going to space. And I can tell you I'm going to space, and that's exciting. You know, as a pilot myself and owner of a large travel company, you can't get anything better than that.
The iconic leader of Virgin Galactic is, of course, Sir Richard Branson, the swashbuckling visionary. He's already completed a test flight, but has yet to climb into space for a full test flight. When the actual flights return into the atmosphere, the risk, as with any space flight, increases. It is that perceived risk of a new venture that has some people hesitating. But Sam Penthouse is going to pay his deposit.
Definitely.
You're definitely going to...
But I'll wait for the first 500 to see how they come back. I don't want to be the first ones.
Spaceflight is something millions have dreamed of, and now, for the first time, it lies within reach of the average person. Well, the average rich person. The CEO of Branson's official travel consortium puts it simply.
People say it changes their life. So for me, that's an amazing opportunity.
Well, anyone can go. There's very little training. There's a 3-day course to teach you about everything you'd see in space. Now, the whole flight would last about 3 hours. The amount of time in space, as we said, just a few minutes. So if you want to buy a ticket, log on to NBCMiami.com and search news links. We'll connect you. And bon voyage. Jeff Burnside, NBC Miami.
All right, Jeff, thank you.